Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome back to yet another latest Chelsea news installment. What has been happening? What are the latest news that's been popping about since we streamed earlier this morning UK time? Do check that out if you've missed out on that. 2 pieces of content on a regular. I try to be 2 pieces of content on a regular. There might be the odd day where it might just be the one, but if you've missed out on the earlier stream today, do check that out, the live stream where I talked about how I'm a little bit worried for the upcoming fixture against Arsenal. Let me know your thoughts on that stream. Now, I'm a little less worried off the back of what Enzo Maresca said. As you can see, the highlighted text on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, the Blues feel ready to go to war. This is the kind of commentary, this is the kind of quotes that I was looking for Enzo Maresca. I think this is the only way. Look, we need to accept. Sometimes I see all of these strange comments in my video before they even seen the video. Maybe it's because how the thumbnail looks or what the title is. People need to clock thumbnails, titles. We have to do what we need to do in order to get the algorithm to work for us. All right. Do watch the video to understand the entirety of what the whole context is all about. I see people commenting me lately you're just too negative. Lately you're too. I'm not negative. I don't think I have been negative. I think I've been as real as possible as I can be. Against Arsenal, let's be real. Can we for a second be real, right? Now, if you can turn the realism into negativity, that's up to you. But if you can understand what I'm saying and keep it as real as possible, Arsenal, at the moment, they are a superior team to us. They are. Unfortunately, that's the case. It is an unfortunate situation, but the point is they are a superior team to us. We are still developing, and hopefully one day we take them over and they're no longer the superior team. But right now, in terms of where we are, they're the superior team. Now, having said that, their form has not been good, though. Their form has not been good. They've been losing quite a lot of matches and they've been leaking goals as well. Their form hasn't been great. We, on the other hand, our form is a little bit up and down, right? We've won against Newcastle, fantastic, good performance, but then we've dropped points against Man United and we lost against Liverpool as well. This is the final game before the international break. Okay, so our form is a bit up and down. Arsenal, they are somewhat masters of set pieces and spamming crosses. It's very difficult to keep them out of bay. I know Inter Milan did it recently in the Champions League. I know Newcastle has done it in the Premier League. Inter Milan, their defensive discipline is far superior to us. Newcastle's, when they want to defend deep, their discipline is also far superior to us. I know we've beat them recently, but then they beat us as well, albeit our B team in the Carabao Cup. Overall, their defensive discipline is superior. Our defensive discipline is very flimsy, very, very flimsy, ladies and gentlemen. There are times that we can defend, and there are times where you put in wave after wave after wave of crosses and set pieces like the way Arsenal can maneuver. Yeah, it can get long. It can get very long for us. Enzo Maresca in the press conference, and I don't have that quote here, but I did see that floating around. He stated, I think it's on CFC Daily's page. We're going to quickly have a look at that, and then we're going to come back to this. Actually, let's have a quick look at that. Enzo Maresca is stated in the press conference that every single one of those set pieces and crosses that Arsenal had against Inter Milan, every single one of them smelled of a goal. Every single one of them smelled of a goal. Let me see if I can find that. I hope I'm able to find that. Let me me see. There's a lot of conversation. There we go. That's the one. Maresca and Arsenal, set pieces. They're very good. I watched the Champions League game against Inter Milan, and every corner was smelling of a goal. They are top on that, and we are going to try to deal with that in the best way. So don't call me negative, please. I beg you. I'm only saying what we can all see and what Maresca can see. Maresca is literally saying every single one of those set pieces, corners against Inter Milan smelled of goal. Now you tell me, are we that team that can defend the way Inter Milan can defend? Are we that team that can keep away all these corners, quality corners? I'm sorry, we're not. And we have proven that in the Premier League so far. We leak goals when it's set pieces. I'm sorry. Until I'm proven wrong. Until I see that Bernardo Cueva guy, the brother that's been brought in to help us in set pieces, whether it's offensively or defensively. Until I see that brother having huge impact on us, I have to believe that if Arsenal spam crosses and corners, we may be in trouble. Eventually enough, we may be in trouble. So, look, I love the fact, this is what I'm saying, from a realistic point of view, Arsenal, I think, are a bit superior. If they spam crosses and corners, set pieces, then we could be damaged. But at the same time, their form isn't the great, and I'm hoping our attack can get something. Whether we can outscore them, I'm not really sure. I don't think Arsenal are a team that'll just open up and just allow for 3 goals, maybe max 2. So this is why the best I feel is probably a draw. Now, having said all of this, this is why I like what Maresca is doing here, because we need to go beyond. We've now hopefully distinguished like what the real situation is, but we now need to go beyond that, and we need to find something different. And I think this is why Enzo Maresca is going out there publicly saying we have to go, we're ready to go to war. And this is that extra bit of motivation, like as if we need more motivation. If we can get a victory against Arsenal, then Arsenal are really going to be in the mud. There goes their title challenge talks, finito. Like as if we need more motivation. But seems like we do. Our team needs a little bit more motivation. And maybe commentaries like this, where Enzo Maresca publicly comes out and says, we need to go to war. We're ready to go to war. That's probably going to get that extra 10 to 20% from our team. That emotional factor, that do or die attitude, that I rather die on that field than come off that field losing. And this is what it's going to come down to, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that from a skill set point, we are superior to Arsenal. No, it will simply have to be passion and desire, really. It's how much do we want it? And I think this is what Enzo Maresca is talking about. Maresca has fired a warning to Arsenal and insists there will be no rolling over like the last time the clubs met, which ended in a 5-0 defeat because the Blues feel ready to go to war. So I like this. I like this attitude from Maresca. I think this is the approach to take against Arsenal. Just get the players fired up. Get the players fired up to fight till the end. As I said, die on the field if need be. Absolutely leave everything behind. I don't want to, honestly, if it's me, I don't want to see them win. If I was a player, I don't want to say, I don't care. I'll be saying to myself, you are not winning. You are not winning. I'd rather die. I would rather die than see you win. That's the attitude. Maresca, hopefully we can win Sunday. We can win that kind of game. If I can decide, I would like to win against Arsenal, no doubt. But also Liverpool away, the performance was very good. We didn't deserve to lose, even City. The good thing is that we are there. So look, it seems to be a mental blockage at the moment where we just can't seem to get over the line against some of these top clubs, and I hope that we can. I hope that finally we can do something against Arsenal. Me personally, I think the best we can do is a draw, but I'm hoping to be proven wrong. So far, I haven't been, and this is why it's very difficult for me to go into this fixture. Had we beaten Man United, then we could probably come into this fixture feeling a lot more positive that, okay, we beat Newcastle, we took care of Man United, let's go after Arsenal. But the fact that we couldn't put away a Man United team, that's not good. You couldn't put them away. What makes us think that an Arsenal team that is supposedly meant to be fighting for the title and so superior when it comes to set pieces, what makes us think that we're going to do something when our form is also up and down as well? No, noting that their form isn't that great either, but I just don't have that same chest that I had for Man United. There seems to be a mental blockage in our team when it comes to playing top teams. And perhaps it's got to do with the quality of the squad. Maybe it's just not there. Maybe we just need to keep improving on that in the next summer window and so on and so forth. Bits and pieces, not the entire team. There are some really good positives about the team, but there are certain areas where we definitely need to improve on. Maresca on Palmer, hopefully we can have him for the session at least on Saturday, and then we can take a decision. So look, it's still a big question mark on Cole Palmer. There's a picture of Cole Palmer with his legs all strapped up on Instagram. Now, is he going to be ready? Look, if it means that we are depending on one session to decide whether he's going to be ready, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm confident to take that risk that it all comes down to one session. Essentially, you'd like him to have at least 2-3 sessions before leading up to this game. One session, look, if he's fully fit. If he's not fully fit, I don't want to risk him getting injured even more. Or if he's not fully fit, I don't want to see him drop a lackluster performance. If he's going to play, he's going to have to be fully fit for me, and he has to operate at the finest level. So let's see what happens. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's the latest. Let me know your thoughts about Enzo Maresca talking about the fact that Chelsea, we are ready to go to war. Perhaps this is that added motivation that we need. This is the only way to get us all, hyped up for this match and get that adrenaline flowing and get the players to give that extra 10 to 20%. Because, as I said, from a skill set point of view, I think we might be a bit lacking when it comes to them in the set pieces. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, your thoughts. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya.